Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, which means it's Walt Disney Wednesday, and today I am sharing with you guys this adorable Belle inspired Mickey ear hat. Now, this is gonna be using the Cricut. There's something extra special about this design. This is one of my original designs that I have created for my patrons. If you guys don't know what my patrons are, you guys can check out my Patreon page down below. I make exclusive designs that they are able to use and sell and are not copyrighted, but there are a lot that are inspired by Disney, but don't inhibit the copyright problem. Like this is just a rose and it says book nerd, and then you can pair it with a really cute bow and then some Mickey ears, and my patrons are able to sell things made with my designs, so that's super fun. Let's get going and I'm gonna show you how I made this hat. Let's go. Alright, so we're gonna get our materials together, and for the hat I just used the gold glitter and the red, and then for a t-shirt I used the green glitter for the little leaves that you'll notice is also in the design. And then I'm gonna get my ears ready to go, so I'm just going to cut them off of the headband. These are just cheap little ears that I bought on Amazon, and you can buy these as well. And I like to use these for little simple projects that I don't want to get too creative with the ear part of the stuff. So just make sure you cut them off and try to leave as much as you can on the bottom so it stays closed. So once we cut all of our pieces out, and if you need to know more detail how to do this, check out some of my videos on how to iron on or use vinyl and things like that. That's for all the basic questions, as well as go to the Cricut YouTube page to learn how to do this type of stuff. And it's a really great resource. Okay, so we're gonna weed out both of our colors, and then we're going to start to apply it to the hat. So what I want to do is figure out where I want it on the hat first by looking at it and making sure that I have it exactly where I want. And then I'm going to heat up the hat, keeping my hand behind it to make sure that I can feel the heat coming through. Then I'm going to press firmly on the design so that it stays in one spot, and then I'm going to start from the center, just using the tip of the iron to kind of work my way outward. I'm going to go over this for just a little bit so that I can tell when the letters are actually starting to stick to the hat, and then once I can notice they're sticking, I kind of go over it a little bit more with the center of my iron, and I don't have to be so precise, but I like to get each little spot of the letter first, and then I like to heat up the entire design, and then I'm going to make sure that it cools down completely before I pull the plastic off. And once it's cooled down, I'm going to pull the plastic off, and the cool thing about glitter iron-on is it's pretty durable. So you can go over it with your iron by itself, and then that will make sure that it stays on really good. And with these hats, you want to do that anyways because it's not a flat surface, so you want to make sure that it's on there really good. Then we're going to go in with our second color, which is the rose, and I'm just going to go over that as well. This is not glitter iron-on, so you just want to be a little bit more careful when you're going over this. You don't want it to melt, so you could put a barrier between it, but I thought that this worked out just right. So once that's all together, we're going to put our ears on. I'm just going to use a pretty generous amount of hot glue, and then the perfect spot for ears is right between that first seam and that second seam. Sometimes there's a little hole right there, so that'll help you, but also you could put the hat on to decide where you want your ears, but I found that this is the perfect spot that I like personally. So once you have both of your ears on, we're going to do the bow, and I'm just going to use ribbon for this part, and I just used a long piece and folded it over and then squinched it together and put a rubber band on. If you watch some of my tutorials, you notice I've done bows lots of different ways, some with fabric, some sewing, some no sewing, but I like to show you guys a bunch of different ways so that you guys can decide what you want to do. This is a really fast and simple way, and then I just cut the ends into a little V so that they're kind of cute, and you can put a little hot glue on the ends of those if you don't want them to unravel, but I did not do that for this tutorial. Then just figure out where you want your bow, if you want it on the side or you want it on the center, and for this one I wanted it on the center because I thought it was super cute like that, and I'm just going to use the hot glue on the outsides to put it onto the ears. I didn't hot glue in the center. You'll notice if you use a rubber band, you don't want to hot glue on the rubber band because it will melt it and it will come apart. So for that sake, I just used the ears to hot glue it. And then if you guys can find a rose like this anywhere that you don't have to buy 4, let me know. I had to buy this at Joann's. I could not find a rose at Hobby Lobby, surprisingly. And I just wanted a cute little rose for the inside of my bow. And I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue on each side, avoiding the center so that it doesn't hit that rubber band. And then it's all good to go, and it's super cute. I love this so much.